Now, preparations for former President, the late Mwai Kibaki's final mass and resting place in Othaya are in top gear, with the military taking charge of all the work at both his home and the Othaya-approved school where the funeral service will be held. Melita Oletenges is there for us. Melita, how are the preparations ongoing so far?
Well, Zainab, today we've seen a heightened activity here at the Othaya approved grounds. Earlier in the morning, we saw the General Robert Kiboshi, the Chief of Defense Forces, who was here giving instructions to the military on the ground as preparations are ongoing to accord the late President Mwai Kibaki a befitting send-off. But moments ago, we had the Principal Administrative Secretary in the Office of the President, Kennedy Kihara, just speaking to the press, giving us a brief in regards to the preparations, and some of the key highlights of that press briefing, Zainab, includes that Kennedy Kihara has divulged that the body of President Mwai Kibaki will be transported by road to Othaya and not by air. He said those are the current arrangements that have been made by the National Funeral Committee, which he has also mentioned. It has been split into two. One, which is driving the preparations at the National Stadium for the funeral service on Friday, and another team which is here in Othaya driving the preparations for the burial, which is set to take place at the late President Mwai Kibaki's home in Othaya. He's also talked about traffic. He said that they are planning everything accordingly to ensure that there will be a circular motion when it comes to traffic, to ensure that at no point will there be a traffic congestion here at the grounds and also outside. Apart from that, he's also said that as much as we expect different heads of state to attend the funeral service in Nairobi, he's mentioned that it probably will not see the heads of state here in Othaya. So he said that they are making arrangements for about 15,000 mourners, but he's also mentioned that they are also trying to set up more tents to allow for more mourners to attend the service if the number goes higher than that. And as well, he's also talked about different dignitaries that are expected here. Of course, members of the diplomatic corps, politicians in government, the head of state, his deputy, as well as the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who are expected here. So preparations are still ongoing here. This is the dome tent where the event will take place. The burial service will take place here before the burial site, before heading to the burial site. That is Kibaki's Othaya home, just a few kilometers from Othaya town. So we are keeping tabs on this particular story. I will be bringing our viewers up to speed later on. But also, just to mention, he's also said that there are provisions for a helipad in nearby set apart in nearby schools. So those who are planning to come by air will also have places to land just next to the approved school here in Othaya. Back to you in studio, Zainab.
All right, so that's what's happening in Othaya in Nyeri County. Let's just